Word notes can have as much text added as the user requires. This may mean, however, that one user adds only a small amount of text whilst another adds a large amount. As a way to counter this, you can define default values for your word type notes. The default values are a way to give a user a clue as to what information you would like to be captured. To add a default value, select the note in question, in this case role description. Open its property sheet and click inside the default value property. Press the button to open up Microsoft Word inside an XSOL window. Within here, we can add our default value. We will add a simple table. We can then format the table accordingly. When we are happy with our note default value, press OK to save it, and you will see that in the property sheet the default value has notes. We have not yet added any values to the role description note. We have merely added the default value which a user will see when they do open up the note to add a value. Role description is currently being filtered to be visible only on roles. So if I select a role, like finance, I can open up its role description note and automatically see the note default value we have just created. I can then enter some information. Pressing OK will save that note value as usual. In this way, default values give the users a clue as to what information you would like to be captured. If you already have information within a user note and you subsequently create a note default value, that information will not be deleted. For example, our AP Clerk role already has a role description. If I open that, I can see that despite me adding a default value, the information has not been lost. If I wish to see the default value, I need to cut or remove the note information, press OK to close the note, then reopen it, at which point the default value will appear. I can then paste back in the content if I wish.